Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Bonsai, Dr. Bonsai's Meme Emporium, and I got kind of a, I don't know, it should be a quick hitter. This is the Legendary Mechwarriors 2, and this has 4 mechs plus 1 vehicle, so it should be kind of interesting. You can see the tank destroyer turret has a little kind of like a machine gun hub on it or whatever. So let's crack this boy open because there's not a whole lot to see on the outside of the box. It's just, it is what it is. So something that I want to talk to people about is FOMO as I'm unboxing this, because I think people have this perception that especially the Legendary Mechwarrior packs, once those are gone, they're gone. They're never going to come back. I would like to draw your attention to Legendary Mechwarriors Pack 1. So unless they ordered way less of them to make them like a more proper convention or store exclusive, I wouldn't worry about not being able to get these if you didn't get one of these on your initial Kickstarter. So, all right. So first off, you get Calendar Kell in her SM5 Field Commander. This thing will put in some work. It is fast. She's got good Iron Will, Antagonizer, Combat Intuition, Evasive Maneuvers. Marcus Giovanni and his Caesar. And then his, he's got Lucky 3, good lord. Oh yes, Marcus Barton. This dude had access to a fucking Devastator in the late Succession Wars because he destroyed this fortress on Davian world, and the Davian Force Commander was driving an unmodified Devastator. So it's not in print anymore, obviously, because it's ancient. It's McCarran's Armored Cavalry. If you look up that book, I believe you can get a clean scan of it from either Drive-Thru RPG or Catalyst Web Store. So you have his melee specialist, Street Fighter, Tactical Genius. You have Jeremiah Rose in his, I believe this is, Blackthorns? Black Rose? Blackthorns, yeah. Not as familiar with him as I am the others. But it's Charger 3K. And then you have Abdun Recall, the Red Duke, the ancestor of the Red Duke. He's got his 3146 Marauder, and then his various different, float like a butterfly headhunter, Demoralizer. And then you have, so this is for your Alpha Strike card pile, and this is your, if you want to include these in, regular battle sack. So, again, you have character description on each one, and then you have, their focuses on the back or their specialties on the back. So, let's actually go back and look at the gallery. So, some of these guys, Calendar 2-2, Marcus is 2-3. Oh God, Marcus Spartan has 1-0. Jeez. Jeremiah Rose 2-1, and the ancestor of the Red Duke here is 1-2. So it's pretty good. These guys aren't slouches. That's why they're Legendary Mechwarriors. Well, at least most of them are, except for Calendar Kell. All right, now a thought occurs. Give me 1 second, because so obviously some of these are resculpts. At least 2 of these miniatures are resculpts of existing. Well, 3 of them. If you want to cut it this way, and you look at it as a value proposition, and like if you want the cards, if you want the cards, if you want the actual, differently posed miniatures, like this is actually. We try to keep things professional here. That's why I'm moving, and I didn't plan this very well. So you can, get these guys, and they're going to be slightly different reposes. In the there's a great big old hole, and then he's got Yeah, so we've got, and then charger. Now, with the exception of the SM5 here, all of these miniatures have their own iterations that you can actually buy in other boxes. So, for example, aside. So, for example, the most glaring one is the Devastator in the Caesar. So, as you can see, this is the legendary Devastator. Configuration is absolutely identical. It is not even that much of a repose. So there's that. And then you have Marcus Giovante's Caesar, which obviously is much more, it's got a much more dynamic pose than the standard Caesar. Weapons layout is a little bit different. Yeah. As far as like the arm guns go, I don't know what those arm guns are supposed to be, if they're like small lasers or what they are. If he replaced the ERPPC with a pulse laser or something like that, probably did. I'm gonna have to do more digging on that. But so you have kind of the sculpts from the Mercenaries box, then you have these guys, and this the Charger 3K, which is actually the first time I've had seen one of these close up in hand. It looks really good. At the end of the day, it's a Charger. You can't really screw this up. There is a standard Charger 1A1 model available in one of the Lance packs for the Inner Sphere. And apparently that's just that version of this mech with the bay clothes. So it's nothing, again, a slight repose. I feel like you get more value out of these boxes when the weapon configurations are different. Especially for like the Caesar, as subtly different as that is, it is noticeably and visibly different. With the Charger here, again, it is noticeably different than a regular Charger, because a regular Charger doesn't have a giant LRM-20 sticking out of its chest. So you have that. And then you have my favorite mech, your favorite mech, everybody's favorite mech, the Marauder. So again, this is the new scene version done by Anthony Scroggins. You can see this bloody big hole in the top of it. Why is there a big hole in the top of it? Well, here's why there's a big hole in the top of it. You get two choices of gun. Oh my. You get a rack, rotary autocannon, and just kind of not a tight fit, unfortunately. Let me see if I'm doing something wrong. No, it's just not. It's just kind of a loosey-goosey fit. I'm sure the enterprising among you are going to be like, oh, I'll just chop that off and stick a magnet in the well. And it's like, yeah, you can do that. I almost feel like you need to cut a little off the bottom to ensure it's more flush. And then you have kind of a standard, standard autocannon, whatever derivation that would be. So again, you kind of, this one fits a little bit better. Like I still, it just pops off way too easy. I still wouldn't trust it to stay in place on its own. I think the cool thing about it is the fact that it comes with a Rack 5, so you can have a Rack 5 Marauder. Here is a standard Marauder from the Inner Sphere Command Lance pack. So as you can see, just repose. Obviously the gun's not there because I put it back in the little dime baggie that they give you with it. Sculpt is pretty good. It compares favorably. This is the Grayson Carlisle Marauder. Droopy barrel notwithstanding, which I need to fix with hot water. Again, kind of very subtly different. And I guess that's the other thing about these mechs, right? Is after a certain point, you can't, you run out of stuff you run out of ways to pose them, right? So, so here's your Here's your Marauder lineup. So if we kind of line those, face those bases off, so you have the standard, the Grayson Carlisle, and then the Red Duke with his guns in a bag. So you have that, and then last but not least, the SM-5 Tank Destroyer, which is a Dark Age vintage hovercraft that has an UAC 20 on it, and I believe this iteration has. Usually it would be, oh, it does turn. A little turn, you get a little movement out of it, not too much. All right, that's neat. So you get kind of a sub turret with, I believe it comes with a tag and a small laser, whereas the normal version comes with, excuse me, comes with like 4 MGs on top, or maybe 2 MGs. But yeah, this is pretty sharp. Detail on the skirts is, no, it looks okay. It's at the scale for this material. I think it'll be fine. I feel like this is curved slightly upward though, so I might have to address that with hot water. But looking sharpish, So I guess again the question: is it worth it? That one's a really hard question to answer. The reason why it's kind of a difficult question to answer is because, you know, how much do you value having these different configurations, these different poses? What value would you place on being able to have easily identifiable, you know, what you see is what you get max, which, you know, Battletech has never been a thing. Alpha Strike, that's never been a thing, is having stuff being what you see is what you get. So, in retrospect, I probably would have got something else. But at the same time, like, I got the cool character cards. I've got the Alpha Strike cards that I can use in pretty much any game that I play, any Alpha Strike game that I play. It comes with a really great Tank Destroyer. This thing is mean. It's mean. It comes with a great Charger variant. It comes with a pretty decent Marauder variant as well, being able to upgrade to a Rack 5. And if you're enterprising, you can either stick a pin in that and make it just pop on and off, or you can have it to where you could probably magnetize it with like little teeny magnets. But that is it. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all general YouTube pleasantries. I do this for you guys because I think this is helpful, and I want to thank you guys for giving me your eyeballs for approximately 13 minutes. So you guys have a great day.